9 months ago, little Rowan entered the world.
What? We're singing.
A life-changing moment for his mother, Caitlin Reynolds.
And just be able to dream about what his future is going to be like.
Reynolds and her husband wanted children, but Rowan was a surprise.
Yeah, he's good developmentally and no signs of anything going wrong.
But not the kind of surprise you may be thinking.
It can be a battle sometimes.
At the beginning of 2017, Reynolds was newly married and working her dream job at the Maymont Foundation. She began to experience a manic episode that she says led to sleepless nights and problems focusing.
You think you're on top of the world. I thought I was on top of the world, but I was basically kind of in my own reality. You know, during that time, I was dropping the ball at my job, and it was causing a lot of discord in my marriage.
Eventually, she resigned from her job and was then diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Once I came down from the manic episode, I went into the depressive episode. It was kind of like once you're in that depressive state, having blinders on like a horse that you can only see through a lens that is very foggy.
In the months that followed, Reynolds says she began to gain weight.
I had a certain reality that I was focused on, and it just didn't even pop into my mind that I could have been pregnant. This is my mom with her grandson for the first time.
It was at a gym class last October. Reynolds says her pregnancy finally became clear.
I touched my stomach and it was hard. And I thought to myself, well, this class is either really effective and I have six-pack abs, or something is up. I thought I was maybe a few months along, but when we went to the doctor the next day, you know, they told me I was 7 months pregnant.
During those 7 months, Reynolds says the power of her depression masked her reality.
That's Rowan doing his scholar pose, thinking very deeply about coming into the world.
At first, Reynolds says she experienced all the emotions you would expect.
It just takes extreme transparency and vulnerability and not allowing shame to overtake you. It's hard to understand something when when they look fine on their exterior, but when their behavior, like when their mind is not in the right place, it's hard to really understand if you haven't been there yourself.
In 2017, health officials say 46 million Americans experienced a mental illness. More than 11 million suffered a serious mental illness like Reynolds.
And it's even hard for me to understand, you know, disease like schizophrenia. Like, I don't understand it, but it doesn't mean that I judge it. And so I think we're just afraid of things that we don't know.
Changing that stigma is why Reynolds is sharing her story. She now works for the mental health advocacy group Nami Virginia.
I call him my little baby spy, that he was working within me when I was in my lowest state and was determined to be like this ray of sunshine coming into my life.
While Reynolds still struggles with her depression from time to time,
having a cute baby sleeping on your chest, there's nothing better than that to calm you down.
Rowan now makes her life's purpose clear.
I can't wait until, you know, every single stage of life that he goes through, be able to walk him through that. And he makes me want to, you know, fight the disease so that I can be there for him.
Reynolds is in charge of Nami Virginia's annual awareness and fundraising event. It's called Nami Walks and kicks off Saturday morning. Registration is free, and we have info on our website. Working for you in the studio, Jake Burns, CBS 6 News.